Hello, this is Max. Today, the story of how a girl falls in love with the most handsome guy and starts dating him in secret because his brother is her best friend. Don't forget to subscribe. The film opens with a scene at a hospital where two infants are born, one named Lee Flynn and the other named Elle Evans. These two have shared a close bond since their birth. Elle, who is only 11 years old, has been dealing with her mother's prolonged illness for some time. Her mother's health continues to decline over the course of 3 years, and tragically, she passes away while Elle is still quite young. During this time, Elle's hidden affection for Noah, Lee's older and well-liked brother, grows stronger, but she keeps her feelings hidden. One day, while Elle is sunbathing, Lee suddenly appears and surprises her by jumping into the pool, splashing water all over her. After some playful water antics, they strike up a conversation. The following day marks their first day back at school, and they are tasked with brainstorming a fantastic idea for the upcoming fall fundraising event. As Noah walks away, Elle takes a moment to discreetly admire his striking appearance.
Hey, rule number 9, young lady.
She acknowledges, however, that their friendship's rulebook explicitly forbids dating relatives, leading her to keep her crush to herself. The following morning, we find Elle preparing for school. However, as she tries to put on her pants, they accidentally tear, leaving her with only a 9th grade skirt as an option. In a hurry, she approaches her father to explain the situation. He offers to go to the dry cleaner and fetch some spare clothes for her, but Elle declines, citing her already late schedule. Instead, her father proposes delivering the clothes to her school. As Lee arrives to pick her up, he is also taken aback by her shortened skirt. When Elle enters the school, she becomes the center of attention, as her skirt barely provides adequate coverage. Unfortunately, she faces harassment from one of the boys, leading Lee to intervene and attempt to confront the boy. However, Lee's attempt to defend Elle is thwarted as he is blocked by the guy. In the midst of this confrontation, Noah arrives at the scene and proceeds to physically confront the offending boy. While they are sitting together afterward, Elle expresses her concern to Noah, telling him that he shouldn't have taken such aggressive action. Noah, however, believes he did the right thing, emphasizing that no girl should be treated that way, especially when the girl is Elle. This unexpected protective stance from Noah surprises Elle, as she never thought he cared for her to that extent. Much to her disappointment, Noah goes further to explain that it was akin to someone trying to pursue his little sister. Hearing this from her crush proves to be a mood dampener for Elle. In the dining room, 3 popular girls enter, known for their constant hunger for attention. They approach Elle and inquire if she has kissed Flynn yet. Elle is puzzled by their sudden politeness.
What just happened?
When the girls leave, Lee arrives and asks Elle if they were talking about him, specifically mentioning one of the girls, Mia, whom he has an interest in. Lee expresses his desire to impress Mia, so they decide to go shopping the next day to select a nice shirt for him. While shopping, they come up with an idea to set up a kissing booth as a fundraiser. However, Elle realizes that they need approval from the student council for this plan. In the next day's class, the boy who had previously harassed her, Tuppen, apologizes to Elle and sends her another note asking for her number. Noah, closely observing the situation, notices this interaction. Elle sends Tuppen a reply in which she playfully suggests that he must wear a really short skirt to school if he wants to get her number. To everyone's surprise, Tuppen actually shows up wearing the short skirt and manages to get Elle's number. Later, Lee drops Elle off at the location where she and Tuppen had agreed to meet for their date. However, Elle is left waiting for a long time, realizing that she's been stood up. She contacts Lee, who eventually picks her up. When Tuppen arrives, he explains that he wanted to come on a date, but Noah made him not do it. He further reveals that Noah has told all the other guys not to date Elle as well. The next day, they begin working on their idea of the kissing booth and start convincing the community to support it by presenting compelling arguments. Elle mentions that popular Noah will also be involved in the booth, which persuades the community to accept the idea with enthusiasm, confident that it will be a success. Later, at a family gathering, Noah decides to fabricate what happened on the first day of school to spare Elle from embarrassment. Elle then suggests to Lee that he can rob her off, but Noah insists on doing so. Elle, unaware that Noah has a bike, initially agrees but changes her mind when she realizes she doesn't feel comfortable sitting with him on a bike. When she gets home, Elle asks her friends for help with the kissing booth, but nobody is willing to assist her. That night, the popular girls invite her to a party and pressure her into having a drink. When she declines, they force her to take one. They inquire about Noah's involvement in the kissing booth and tell Elle that she should talk to him immediately. Elle approaches Noah at the party, where he's making out with another girl who treats Elle rudely. Noah intervenes and tells the girl to leave. When Elle discusses the kissing booth with him, Noah expresses his reluctance to participate. Elle returns to the popular girls and lies, saying that Noah agreed to join the booth. Feeling stressed about the booth, Elle gets extremely drunk at the party and nearly undresses herself. However, she is saved from falling by someone. When she wakes up the next morning, she finds herself in Noah's room. He explains that he slept in the guest house because she was in his bed. Despite her hangover, Elle ends up falling on top of Noah, leading to an awkward but lighthearted moment. Elle discovers that everyone assumes Noah will participate in the kissing booth, even though they know this isn't the case. Lee asks her what they should do about it, and the next day, she devises a plan. She approaches the popular girls and suggests that Noah will only participate if they both agree to kiss him, knowing that they are interested. The popular girls agree to the condition. One day, Elle and Lee engage in playful spray painting, but Elle's eyes become irritated, leading her to the boys' restroom. There, she faces harassment from the boys and decides to challenge Noah's control over her life by dancing for them in the men's bathroom, which annoys Noah. The kissing booth is finally set up, and Carnival Day arrives. Things are going well for Lee and Elle as they receive significant funding. Noah, however, still hasn't agreed to participate in the booth. Noah still hasn't shown up at the kissing booth, and the girls who were supposed to kiss him are growing impatient. Frustrated, they decide to make Lee the kissing booth guy, which annoys the popular girls who don't think highly of Lee.
I guess I'm next.
A classmate named Rachel steps up to kiss Lee, and both of them leave, leaving Elle to manage the booth on her own. Annoyed with Rachel's last-minute switch, Elle reluctantly agrees to kiss an unexpected student, but she signals for Noah to go ahead instead. She kisses Noah while blindfolded, and when she realizes it's him, they share another kiss in front of everyone. Later, she confides in Lee about the situation, and he says he's fine with the kiss as long as it doesn't progress further. One night, Noah gives her a ride home on his bike, and Elle can't stop thinking about him since the moment they kissed. As they drive, a heavy rain begins, and they seek shelter under a shade, where they start making out again.
Cannot just be another one of your conquests.
Noah tells her that he really likes her. That night, Elle can't sleep and makes a list of the pros and cons of dating Noah, trying to decide if it's a good idea. At a party, a boy forces Elle to take a hot tub bath with him, and Noah intervenes, defending her and beating up the boy. He then takes her to a secret spot, where he expresses his strong feelings for her, and they continue making out whenever they have the opportunity. They also exchange texts and enjoy wordplay with each other. They are now in a relationship, but nobody knows about it. One day, as they lay together in Noah's bed, they came perilously close to being discovered by Noah's mother. Fortunately, Noah managed to conceal her just in the nick of time. During their conversation, Noah disclosed that he was about to enroll at Harvard University and implored Elle not to disclose their relationship to anyone when he wasn't present. Another time, as they were converging in Noah's room, Lee heard the sounds of Elle and knocked on the door. Elle, taken aback, informed him that they were merely watching something innocent and having the time of their lives. Initially, Elle contemplated revealing the truth, but her confession was interrupted by Noah's girlfriend. A little while later, as Noah and Elle engaged in playful activities in the garage, Lee unexpectedly arrived, and they were caught in the act.
Jesus, what happened to your face? Did you do that to her?
Lee mistakenly believed that Noah had hurt Elle and confronted him, inquiring if there was any romantic involvement between Noah and Elle. Elle, however, falsely denied it, betraying her best friend. Shortly after, Lee catches them in a kiss, leading to a physical altercation between the brothers. Both Lee and Elle are distressed. Elle fears she's lost her best friend and blames Noah for revealing their secret relationship. Noah leaves abruptly on his motorcycle. Elle avoids visiting the Flynn family home, and their mother checks in on her. As Elle starts putting her life back together, including taking driving lessons, she decides it's time to talk to Lee. She apologizes, but Lee says he wants nothing more to do with her. Noah returns to the city and attempts to apologize to Elle's father for the chaos. His school attendance falters, jeopardizing his graduation, while Lee continues to ignore Elle. Eventually, they run into each other in an arcade, share a dance, and mend their friendship. Elle goes to prom with Lee and his current girlfriend, Rachel. At the prom, which features a memory lane exhibit including pictures of her famous kissing booth, Noah publicly declares his love for Elle. Overwhelmed, she runs off. Later, Noah apologizes to Lee, stating his serious feelings for Elle even though he's leaving for Harvard.
Is no one gonna be here tonight?
The following day, Elle and Lee celebrate their joint birthday with a costume party. During the party, Elle admits her love for Noah to Lee.
I love him with every bit of my heart.
Understanding he wants her to be happy, Lee gives in and agrees to help her locate Noah. While driving in Lee's car, Elle starts sharing her feelings for Noah with someone she thinks is Lee, who is dressed as Batman. She is stunned to find out it's actually Noah in the costume. Elle and Noah then spend the ensuing weeks together before Noah departs for college. As she watches him leave, Elle is uncertain about the future of their relationship, but she's sure that a piece of her heart will forever belong to him. You can watch the second part via the link in the description. Also, write in the comments what you think about this story. Give us a like and subscribe. Goodbye.